Hello and welcome to episode 152 of That King Thing, where I just made the cardinal sin of having my phone next to me, making a noise whilst I was doing the intro.
Nice.
3 years and we still can't get it right, guys.
Should I turn mine up? Hi, bitches, it's his birthday.
Yeah, it's birthday time.
Happy birthday.
Okay, let me do an intro of sorts. Okay, so by the time this episode goes out, most of you listen to it, we will have, unfortunately for you lot, been doing this podcast for 3 years. Kudos to everyone that's listened to every episode or has been there since the beginning. Like, there's some people that have been there since day one, and then there's some people that have not been there since day one but made the effort of going back and listening to everything.
Here since day one.
Yeah, so, yeah, unfortunately for me, I've been here since day one as well.
I've enjoyed it. It's been fun.
Okay, let me do the intro. I got all like sentimental or whatever there. So, we are the King Brothers. I am the host and eldest King sibling Thomas. I am joined by middle King sibling Joshua.
Hello.
And littlest King sibling James.
Hi.
For 1 week, we just get this shit right.
What do you mean get this shit right? What did we do wrong then?
Shut up and let me read this. Read this. I'm not even reading anything. I'm saying it. Oh, God. Right. 3 years. It's been a long time. It's clearly taken its toll on me. Do we want to talk about what we've done this week? Or this?
I've done
Has
nothing.
Anyone done anything
so
interesting?
You've
done
nothing.
nothing.
I've not done a great deal, so...
I played more of the Division 2. Does anyone want to hear about it?
News!
Oh, do you know what? I forgot to load the news soundbite in.
Wait, hold on. How's it go again?
I don't know. You tell me.
News!
Hang on. Oh, shit. I've really fucked that up.
Yeah, you've done that thing where you push it for a few seconds again. You're really good at this. 3 years practice.
Oh, God. Right. Okay, what's going to happen now is this is going to be like... This is really... Do you know what? This is really fitting. Before we do the news, I'm going to play some really shit intros you've done to make me feel better.
Okay.
This is like brilliant timing. I was going to wait until we'd done the news for this shit, but I'm going to play them now just because you two did some shit intros too.
All right, then.
Hello and welcome to episode 109 of That King Thing. I'm your host, James, and I am joined by Joshua.
Hello, everyone.
And special guests, Chris.
Hello.
And Brett.
Hello.
Nice to have you with us. Usually, we would have our eldest sibling, Thomas, with us, but unfortunately, he got into a bit of an argument. He tragically left the show after an argument over how much a stack of lobsters are worth on RuneScape. I tried to bargain with him, but he just wasn't having any of it, and he ran off into the wilderness to go bury some big bones.
I've got to say, James, even with my shitty maths, I understood what you were on about, and I fully agree.
Exactly. He just didn't understand how much the economy has grown, and the lobsters are just worth a lot more. So he has to pay the money. But no, he wasn't having it, and he ran off into the wilderness. Probably to go slay some hill giants.
Yeah. Hill giants probably got him.
A level 73 mage has probably killed him at this point. But I suppose I best actually explain this show. So we are the King Brothers, and we host a gaming podcast. But this week, we aren't doing anything gaming related other than playing games with each other, which should be kind of fun.
That sounds kind of dirty.
It does. I can't wait. Glad to have you here, Brett.
Oh, thanks. Chris, don't worry, you're mine.
This is going to be a car crash.
Hello and welcome to That King Thing, episode 117. My name is Joshua, I am your middleest brother, and I am joined currently by the eldest brother, who is Thomas.
I'm not your eldest brother, though. I'm just his eldest brother.
And the other brother, who is the littlest brother, but kind of the biggest brother as well, James.
Why is he
I
kind
have
of the biggest?
I've got the biggest personality.
You're the biggest dickhead.
Hey!
Oh, less than
Hello.
a minute in and there's an insult. This is going to be good. This is our Halo special because it's 117. No, it's not. It's actually not. It's got nothing to do with Halo.
Do you know what? When you said that last week, I never even cottoned on to that joke. I thought you were just taking the piss because you were in charge.
Spartan 117. It's Master Chief.
Yeah, I get it now.
We got there.
See, it's not just me.
Mine
Not
had a
just me who does
fun.
it.
Mine had a fun RuneScape story though, so fuck you, bitches.
It might have had a fun RuneScape story, but you forgot Chris was on the show.
No, I didn't forget he was on the show. I was just excited to have sexual intercourse with Brett.
James. Just James.
What?
At
gave
least
me
in that
consent.
time, I've managed to find the news on demand soundbite.
I wasn't that far off, but news.
I'm sing it, man.
I wasn't
So
that
it's
far
not-
off, but
So it's not
news.
just the intro that we're going to fuck up. It's the entire episode,
Oh, man,
yeah?
this is a car crash. This is a literal car crash.
I called it on episode 109.
This is a train pile-up. Fuck car crash.
Oh god, this is terrible. Right, news. Let's see what's in the news this week. This is the worst episode of this show yet. Google revealed the Stadia, their streaming game service. We talked about it a few weeks ago, and effectively it's a remote service. You stream games, and it's a remote service that plays the game, a remote machine, ideally meaning that any console or system that can connect to it can play a high quality game at a high rendered quality, I guess. The general gist of it is that there's a dedicated controller, but you would be able to use a controller connected to another device like a PC or something like that. The dedicated controller is apparently better because it's got a couple of extra bespoke buttons on it that are bespoke to the Google Stadia
you've got
service.
your YouTube button and then Google it button.
Yeah, there's a Google
basically.
Assistant button, and then there's a Google to YouTube button where you can like record a clip or go live from it.
The one thing I do love about that control, though, it's literally like someone was holding an Xbox One controller and a PS4 controller and was like, right. And then just pushed them really fucking hard together. And just like, and came up with that.
And then added YouTube and Google.
Yep.
That's it.
What James is trying to say is the shape of the controller is very much reminiscent of an Xbox One controller, but the joysticks are both at the bottom, very
And
much
it's
like a PS4
ABXY.
controller. It's ABXY like an Xbox controller, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
There is that. The idea of the system as well is that it'll run anything that's on it at launch up to 4K, with the potential to go up to 8K once that's more readily available.
Costs a lot.
That's a shit joke. It separately feeds the game to your device, but also to YouTube as like a separate thread. So obviously the problem that you have when you're streaming games, as I can stand testament to, is that your machine has to be capable of not only playing your game, but rendering the output into video and pushing it to a live stream. Either that or you have two separate machines. So like a PC that does the streaming and you feed the console to it, or you have a second PC or just a powerful PC that's capable of doing things, more than one thing at once. So it sounds like that solves that issue. Allegedly, AMD have made them a very specific graphics system for it, which is a whole 10.7 teraflops.
Which is a lot.
Does anyone remember teraflops? Do you remember teraflops?
I do remember.
No, but it's apparently more than Xbox and PlayStation.
It is.
Add them both
One X
together and
is
it's
together.
6.
Yeah, Xbox One X is 6 and PlayStation 4 Pro
4.2.
is 4.2 something.
Yeah.
And then this is 10.7, so it's definitely more than both of them combined. For realsies. What else is there? They've said that it'll focus on allowing cross-platform play from launch, so they're not blocking anything. Any
they're
developer that wants cross-platform, they'll accept that. There's a YouTube queuing system, so if you live stream to YouTube, your viewers can kind of queue to join your game if you're playing a multiplayer game, and then they'll jump in with you. One of the things that was actually quite cool about it is they were showing off the fact that you could be watching a YouTube video, like a trailer or something for a game, and then at the end of the video they could have watch more, but click play now, exactly. And that would then just open the Stadia app and you'd be able to play the game like almost instantly. So if that works, that'd be insanely good. And combine that with the help system, where if you're in the middle of a game and you're stuck, you can use the Google Assistant to basically say, how do I get through this puzzle in whatever game I'm in or whatever it is? And it will intelligently know where you are in what game and find YouTube videos specific to that content and show it you in line, so it'll obviously come up with like a picture-in-picture. Or at least that's how it looked.
That's the other thing that I liked about it as well, where you could have other screens on your screen and have like your three teammates' screens up in corner out where you can see what they're doing and everything else, and like stream their screen to yours. So you can... you could have your teammates along the top. You can properly cooperate because you're like, right, you're there, I'm round corner.
Yeah.
And that kind of shit, especially if you're playing a game that's like, I don't know, co-op, tanking, that kind of stuff, and you've got to be paying attention to where each other are. That's really cool.
The thing with that is, like they were saying, how obviously that works really well because all the games are run from the same machine, from the same base, so they're all talking to each other at the same time.
Yeah,
very cool idea. They were saying how in multiplayer games, you shouldn't have somebody that's proven to shoot you faster because they've got lag because you're all on the same server. But ultimately, even though all the things are on the same base and talk to each other on the same internal network, like a LAN game rather than an internet-based game, you've still got to connect to that remotely from wherever you are.
Yeah.
So I know that they've said it's pretty much delay-free and it's almost perfect, but there still must be something where if you're on a fairly shitty internet speed, you're still going to get dicked by somebody who's not.
You are not going to... If I'm here on my 80 meg and you're on your stupidly high, like 300 or whatever you're on, Thomas, there's still a big difference there. And then if James ended up having 15 meg, he's even worse off.
Hey,
so there's still a difference between...
I used to get 15 meg in that field I used to live in.
But
now you live in a real city, you can have real internet.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I mean, though. Like, it's about how quick I can connect to it, not it connecting to me, because I need to be able to receive it as quick as it can send it. That's what she said.
I wasn't expecting that at all. Caught me off guard. That's what she said. I can't believe that, like 152 episodes in, and you're making your own "that's what she said" jokes.
I didn't even mean to. I just saw an opportunity and took it. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Beat you to it.
Is there anything that we want to comment on with this? Because obviously it's an interesting piece of kit.
I'm not saying shit till it's out and people have tried it. That's all I'm saying about anything that's new.
There's a good comment to make, but they seem to have explained what they're doing a lot better than Microsoft have.
See, but this is the problem though.
Sense.
Everyone explains everything to the point where everyone's proper gassed about it, and then it comes out and it does fucking shit. Don't trust what anyone says nowadays. Just wait till it comes out. Bollocks. Like, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. It looks brilliant, but I couldn't give a shit till it's out and I can see it. And people are like, "Wow, this is shit." Controls made of rubber. Brilliant.
Isn't that a good thing for it to have rubber on it for grip?
I don't know.
Not only that, kids might throw it around and it bounces.
Yeah.
All right. Well, rubber was a bad example. Soz.
Yeah, it were.
It's made out of nails.
There we go. Fingernails.
If, like James, you'd like.
Oh my god! Who's supplying that? Did
I'll
he just
do
go
it.
around everyone's house and like, give me your fingernails, please?
It's Google. They can get what they want.
Fucking ridiculous. Let me do my segue.
Yeah, but that's the thing,
Please.
James. That you're not wrong. So if there is something wrong with it or they want to improve it, they fucking can. They're not going to wait about and do it.
I've gone. Fingernails, I'm gone.
Have they took
if,
them already?
like James, you want to wait until it's out to make your judgment, you might not have to wait that long because it's due to launch at some time.
Oh,
this year.
we'll see about that as well. We'll see about that.
Oh, I'm just going to move this on because
Okay.
I can see it appealing to two people, and that's hardcore gamers that want to game fucking everywhere, and then more casual gamers that don't want to play
With fingernails.
don't want shut the fuck up. They don't want to play on a dedicated console,
Yeah, 'cause you don't.
or put the money out for a dedicated console.
Have they mentioned how much it's going to cost at all?
They
'Cause
haven't.
It seems like
That's
you know
another
the price
point.
at all.
We'll get on to
Yeah.
that one. The 8K is cropping back up.
Okay, Apex Legends Battle Pass, everybody. It is
Well.
now officially here after God knows how long.
See, these are people I don't mind because these have actually made a stable game that works. So,
The Battle Pass itself will cost you 950 Apex coins, which is about £10. No, £8 or $10, depending on where in the world you are.
Unless you have EA access, then it's got 10% off or whatever it is.
Yeah, there is a
£9.
cheap version. There is a cheap version if you've got EA access or Origin access on the PC. Basically, it's exactly the same as any other Battle Pass ever, and we've got a new character on there as well.
is that two? Or
Is
it
that
just
what
one?
they're planning on doing? Just one per battle pass? Do you reckon?
Sorry, no, I'm actually wrong on this because it's not part of the Battle Pass. The character Octane, which is the one that's added, is not in the Battle Pass. It's
Or is it just separate?
it's
so
added
anyone
to the
can get it?
game, but
That's
yeah,
cool.
it's just the same as Mirage or Caustic, so you don't have to have the Battle Pass to
That's
do it.
cool.
You just have to have either the
currency.
Legend tokens from leveling up or the Apex coins from buying them.
Well, I suppose that makes sense because when Battle Pass ends, it's still going to be there. Unlike characters on
Yeah, I
Fortnite
think
where
it's a
they
woman.
disappear. But regardless, she, the character is still going to be there, so you should still be able to buy him. So that makes sense. It's kind of like
It's a
Rainbow
woman.
Six Siege characters; they're constantly there.
Maybe he's
It's a
gender
woman.
neutral.
Yeah, maybe
People are very
he's
picky
a
about that
eunuch.
nowadays.
Maybe
Yeah,
he's
that's
just
why we're not
got
going to talk
anything.
about it. So if you've been waiting for the Battle Pass, it's out. Go play it. I'm just moving away from these things quickly now. There is one thing to point out in that. As part of the Battle Pass, when you level up, you're supposed to get the Apex crates, the Apex loot bot things. And if you're in Belgium, you don't get them.
Oh wow!
Because you're not allowed them.
Even though they're
because
free, in
it's
that
because of the whole
sense.
gambling thing. Yeah, you're not allowed them. So what happens in Belgium is you get loads of that, that crafting silver stuff or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crafting metal that you sometimes get out of the boxes. You just get like a pile of that to go and make an item that you want specifically. So if you'd rather get that, you can set your Xbox or your console region, your PlayStation region to Belgium. And then whenever you get you should get a loot box reward, you actually get the...
They should do
That's
that
a
with
better
FIFA.
deal. That considering how much they get, that is a better deal because they get to pick what they want.
Well, yeah, they'll get a bunch of the material and they can just make whichever collection item they want rather than
Because you
it
get
being
it
potluck.
rather rarely in the actual bots that you get.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're not giving the bots out though, because they're not. That's not really the gambling side of it, is it?
The gambling
But-
is the constant purchasing of the item to get
Yeah.
the reward, whereas they're getting them for free. So I don't understand how
Yeah.
it's gambling if it's free.
But that's how it works anyway.
Yeah.
The people in Belgium pointed out they weren't getting loot boxes, so then everybody else was like, "Screw it, I want the materials," and swapped their region to Belgium to get 'em. And that's what the people have been doing this week so far. So, lols. And the last bit of news this week, before we just go mental listening to old stuff, is the Master Chief Collection, which is effectively Halo 1 through to 4 and then Halo Reach and something else. Halo, what's the top-down one though, Joshua? The strategy game.
Halo Wars.
Halo Wars.
Oh yeah, I thought you were on about the Spartan Assault one.
Oh, maybe there's all that stuff anyway. It's going to PC.
That's taking a while.
I don't know how neither of you give a shit at all. Brilliant.
Well, we've mentioned Master Chief more now than we did in that episode 117, so I'm quite proud of us.
I love it. Don't reference back to that bullshit. Right, so yeah, that is going on. But the thing that was really interesting that people went nuts for is the fact that it's going to be available on Steam. So you don't have to buy it through the Windows Store, which people thought you would. It's available on Steam as well.
Ooh.
So,
is it going to be play anywhere then if it's also available on PC?
I think, is it going to be playable? Of course it is. Well, if it's play anywhere, then if it does go play anywhere, then I'll be able to play it because I own it on console.
Yeah.
So I'd be able to play it on PC. So I'd be interested to see what it's like on PC. I remember playing the original Halo Combat Evolved on PC.
Yeah,
and I don't think they've properly put another one on PC since that, have they?
I think Halo 2 might have been on it. I'm not sure.
It's a long time since, anyway. So it's a long time.
Is it actually on now, or is it coming?
I can't tell you because I forgot to write it down. I can't remember when it was or anything. All I know is it's happening. To just accept that as a thing. All right, Joshua.
Okay.
Thanks. Thanks. I accept you. That's a reference.
That's
to
what
something.
she said.
No. Just no.
She has to, or it's illegal.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Joshua.
Fucking
Do
hell.
either of you have any other news? Because if not, I'm just going to move on to some old school
I have
bits
news.
to celebrate the birthday.
Go on then, James. This is rare.
Abe's Oddworld Sandstorm, or whatever the fuck it's called. Add a little trailer.
Yeah, there's a new Oddworld game, isn't there? There is.
Yeah.
You're right. Follow me. Follow me.
Okay.
What? Why do we do it every time? We sit here doing impressions
and
every
time I just sit here and listen to you both. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. Follow me.
Okay.
Right. Let's do some old clips now and have a laugh and a giggle. Let's see what I've got in this list. We've got... Oh, does anyone remember when Joshua disappeared for 2 episodes?
When did Joshua not disappear for 2 episodes?
I don't...
Joshua, can you remember when you disappeared for 2 episodes?
I don't recall.
Well, let's relive the moments. Hello and welcome to episode 91 of That King Thing. The first episode of 2018 is upon us. I am eldest king brother Thomas. We are here to talk video games, and I'm joined by middle sibling Joshua. Oh wait, no, he's not here, is he?
Oh shit, yeah. Oh fuck. Is this gonna work? Are we gonna be able to do this?
Yeah.
We got this. We did the Steve McNeil thing on his own. We can do this on his own.
Yeah. And that you did here is littlest brother James.
I am here. I am present.
Yeah.
I attend.
Hello and welcome to episode 92 of That King Thing, the gaming podcast hosted by us, the King Brothers. I am eldest king sibling Thomas, and as ever, I'm joined by littlest king sibling James.
Hello.
And middle king sibling Joshua. Okay, maybe not again.
Oh, shit.
Yes, unfortunately, Joshua isn't with us this week again, but he has assured us he will be back next week.
Yes.
Assured us.
We have been assured.
I'm glad there's not another clip after that to say I wasn't there for a third week.
No, but there was a really good one in episode 93 where we were referencing what you'd been up to. And there was an incoming, I think, on episode 92 where everyone was speculating about where you'd gone. And there were some very interesting theories. Like, one was something to do with you were Mrs. Doubtfire in it, like you'd gone undercover or dressed as a woman or something.
It's possible,
and we were expecting you to come back and be like, "Hello, dear."
I unfortunately can't comment on that.
You can't comment on that. Okay.
No,
Is that because you're hiding?
I was at the time.
I wasn't at the time. Do you know what else happened in the last 12 months?
No, I forgot everything. My life for the past 12 months is nothing.
I know what else happened is we managed to get to 100 episodes somehow.
Yeah,
would you like to relive the moment that we got to 100 episodes?
Go on, then, yeah.
Do it.
Fuck up, do we do?
Hello and welcome to episode 100 of That King Thing.
Woo!
We
Guess
made it to 100. Thanks for ruining that, James. Thanks for ruining that moment. Yeah, the one time you ever do that.
I'm used to doing it.
One time you actually do the guest questions thing,
I've practiced.
and it's now. Yeah,
I've practiced.
yeah,
Took me
Not
100
bad.
episodes, but I nailed it.
yeah. I know. But there's an internal joke anyway for podcast listeners. Thanks, James. You have to ruin everything, don't you, all the time?
I always do. That's what
I
I'm
bet
here
he's playing FIFA right now.
for. I'm actually not. I'm trying to
Why
fit my
not?
penis in this bottle.
Like that, please. Because out of context, it just sounds weird as shit, and I'm not having you tell that story again. No way.
Well,
In fact,
I'll
you know
tell
what? You know what? He tells all these ridiculous stories, right? And yet somehow he's managed to find a woman willing to reproduce with him.
in which I
Seriously.
share my stories with. Like popping my penis into jam sandwiches.
Yeah, I remember that when you used to go on Solvinators and talk about having sex with sandwiches. Ooh.
Thomas, you're...
Hey! Hello, Joshua.
our memories are flooding back to us, clearly.
My head's hurting.
It's so weird, isn't it, pressing these buttons by accident? And this is like the worst control of the soundboard I've ever had in an episode. Ever.
Look, I need to know what I were about to say now. What was that one about?
That was a long way off. What I was trying to segue into by talking about James's other half is the time when she came on because she paid to be on the show. She didn't even get on as James's other half.
I made the
She
bitch
had
pay.
But for those who don't realise, Kate is actually top of the That King Thing Mastermind leaderboard.
With the most
and the
specific...
worrying thing is that she had fuck all gaming knowledge. And there's a couple of little clips here from that episode that just highlight how hilarious it was having her go top. So,
I think I'm
I'm not
winning.
sure how many you got then.
I think I
the
got
answer
6.
sucks. 4, 5, 6.
Oh my lord,
Oh
it's
my
easy.
God.
Oh my god!
This is just going to get seen as a fix.
Well, this is your fault, James.
I haven't done anything.
It's your fault.
I'm
Justice for
winning.
Joshua.
Kate's reaction there. Just, I'm winning.
Oh my god! I did not expect this.
This is the best reaction ever. I'm winning.
Yeah, but what the fuck? I don't even play games.
No,
I play
you
like
can't.
one
No.
game.
That's
Right.
it. She's not allowed on list. She's not
I
allowed on
am.
The
list.
thing is, John
All
Marston's from what Rockstar Cowboy game?
Should have got this.
Red Dead
Red Dead
Redemption.
Redemption. I was going to say that, but I didn't.
Yeah.
What other Rockstar Cowboy games are there?
I wasn't thinking Rockstar like the mate, like the company. I was thinking
What?
like actual Rockstar.
Oh my God. This is currently the leader of our gaming quiz.
Doesn't know who Rockstar
Yeah,
are.
I do. GTA's Rockstar, innit? But I just didn't. It didn't come to me.
Oh my God.
Oh dear me.
How am I going to pass this off as a
Um,
non-fix?
I don't know.
It's gonna kick off.
She's gonna kick off. So Daniel Fortask is the lead character of what PS1 platformer, Joshua?
What were his name? Got very confused then.
Sir Daniel Fortask.
Sir Daniel Fortes. PS1
one of
game.
my most scariest game I ever played as a kid.
Medieval.
Yeah.
It is
thought-
indeed. He didn't even write that question. I wrote that question.
Very good.
Said it.
I don't know what to say to that.
Very good.
There's nothing to say to that.
Considering I write most of the questions most weeks when I'm not participating,
it's not a surprise.
I don't know why I was so proud of that.
that one question of all the thousands of questions we've ever written, that one question.
Thomas is just thinking, I did good. This is a good question.
I wrote that. I wrote this one as well. What is the name of EA Access on PC? Joshua.
Origin
what is
Access.
it?
Or Origin.
Yeah, at least you remembered it this time.
Can I just say that's one of my favourite clips? Just a question with Joshua at the end, where he's like, "What's the question?" I don't know why, but I love it. It's my favourite one.
It's a pretty good
Kills me every
clip.
time.
Is someone going to come on and knock Kate off top of board yet?
No, we need to get someone on to beat her.
We've got one person that's due to come on, and then it's a reset. So it's whether we carry on doing Mastermind or not. But that's to be decided in coming time, isn't it?
Incoming. I thought we went to that bit.
Do you know what is? Do you know how you're saying funny questions as well? There, Joshua, just not understanding the question.
Yeah,
I found an absolute gold moment where Joshua's trying to ask James a question and he just doesn't get it. And the confusion between the two of you really tickled me, because I think it was one of those episodes where I was missing because I was either in Vegas or Germany, whichever of the two. I missed the two episodes, and it's one of those, but I can't remember which. But this
Let's find out.
This just made me laugh so much earlier.
In a game with an equipment encumbering system, what happens when you eat food?
What?
For example, you're playing Oblivion.
Right.
You're carrying too much shit.
Yeah.
But you eat food. What actually happens? It doesn't happen in the real world. So if I ate a load of cheese right now, what's going to happen to me?
You'll get.
And I ate loads of cheese forever.
You get lighter?
In the real world or in the game?
Game. I think.
So, in a game with excuse me, so in a game with an equipment encumbering system, what happens when you eat food from your inventory?
It reduces what's in your inventory.
Yes,
It makes you lighter.
correct. I'll take it.
Thank you.
Yes. Because unlike in the real world, you lose weight.
Yeah.
What game series features the four horsemen of the apocalypse and playable characters? You've sent me off on a rate spiral now. What game series features the four horsemen of the apocalypse as playable characters?
Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. This is something that you and Thomas have played.
No, this is something that
Darksiders.
I enjoy. Correct.
Yeah.
It always feels like a giant ploy when James does that, just to get an upper hand.
Get what?
Don't even fucking do it.
Do what?
Don't even dare.
What do I do?
Oh, can anyone tell how much fun we actually have making this podcast? Because it's fucking hilarious to us.
Yeah, the funny thing is just we have fun and everyone else is like, oh my god, what is going on?
What is happening here?
I genuinely didn't understand that question because I don't know.
James,
Yes.
I didn't understand it either.
And then I was like, you get lighter. That was my first words that came out of my mouth, where you get lighter. And then he was like, no, you need to go through. And then right at the end, I was like, you get lighter. And then he's like, yeah, that's correct. Well done. It's messed up. It's so confusing.
Do you know what is also funny? Is there's giggles in amongst these clips. And I can't quite work out if the giggles from the clips.
Oh, I've
if
been
it's just
pissing
us
myself.
three giggling.
I've been pissing myself too. So it's laughs at me as well. When it's been really bad and I've started coughing, I've muted myself. But that's the only time that I won't be laughing.
Yeah.
What have we got next?
I don't know. James getting confused by Rise, Son of Rome. Let's see what that was.
Oh.
I'm going to turn on my Xbox, which you might hear. And I'm going to see what's in that little section where it tells you what games with gold games you've claimed. See if there's anything that stands out for me.
Rice was a good one.
Yeah, rice wasn't too bad for me. Rice.
I always
and
call
peas.
Whole grain.
Whole grain, yeah.
I eat rice and beans.
It's peas, James, not beans.
One or other.
Yeah, while nobody's got any real contribution to that, I will load mine up and we'll move on to...
My real contribution is speedrunners.
Yeah, no, we've covered that bit, though. You've said that. We've done that. We're trying to do other things now.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I lost it then.
This podcast, I'm just... Oh, it's just mental. Oh. Something else happened in that episode, apparently, according to these notes. Joshua's shit mastermind questions, James's brilliant answers. Shall I just press play? Because that name says it all.
Go for it.
Fable Fortunes, Gwent, and Hearthstones are all what?
These fucking hell, Joshua.
What? But what? Go on, James.
Card games.
They are all card games. Call of Duty is due to add what game mode to its next release?
Battle Royale.
Yep. And then here's when he really started phoning it in. What 4 directions make up a D-pad?
Diagonal left. George, Tamariel, and Joffrey. And a gecko in the middle.
Correct. James, you know what? You've just come up with the episode title right there. That list of things is just what I'm going to call the episode. Diagonal left, Tamriel, George, Jeffrey and a gecko.
Joffrey and a gecko.
Joffrey and a gecko.
No, keep it as Jeffrey Dad.
Jeffrey and a gecko. Oh, right.
It's Joffrey.
It's Jeffrey and the gecko. Oh, God, there's some mental shit goes on.
I would tone it down a bit.
We might have to tone it down a bit. Do you know what, James? This is like... I forgot this happened until you told me about the clip and sent me the clip. This is like... I'm probably going to lose my shit
Which
listening
one?
back to this because this is fucking hilarious. I'm just going to play it and let you both suffer it. Literally, James, you might suffer the memories. Just to cut you off. Thanks for talking over it, James. Because now that's gonna whatever you said is now gonna be stuck because we record on the
I don't
same
think
level.
of this bit.
You're not used to this pressure of responsibility. It's all right when you sat on your
Right,
own.
yeah,
I
we do
usually
that.
just chat
No,
shit.
it's fine. It's all right when he's sat on his own and he talks other shit, and I just go, "What a fucking pleb," and then delete it in editing. But this week I've got no choice because he's
Like
spoken
this.
directly over the music.
I'm gonna do it over everything.
I'll punch you. I've just done a really smelly fart, by the way.
I'm just gonna cover my face.
It's one of them that's like it genuinely smells of like gaseous though,
Gaseous.
like not a fart, gaseous.
Oh my god, that is brutal.
Welcome to the studio.
We need a bigger budget. An aircon.
Aircon would definitely help.
They are made for kids but collected by heroes.
What?
They are made
Oh,
for
this is a
kids
clip.
but collected by heroes.
Made for kids. Even I don't know what that is.
Made for kids and collected.
These are shit. Clues just. Made for kids, but collected by heroes.
The thing that sprung to mind is either like...
My toe! Oh my god, that fucking... Oh! He's my back toe as well, but I stumped, you son of a bitch! Have you seen the state of it before you even stood on it?
shit!
Oh my god, that hurts so much! Oh! Ow! I can't, I'm in pain, I can't laugh. Oh!
That was really funny.
James has got his shoes on and he stood on a toe that I stubbed a couple of days ago and it fucking kills now. Oh.
James, made for kids, collected by heroes.
Answer your question while I'm tired. What's brilliant is when that second part of the clip started, I heard James in the background.
Yeah.
Background, he went, what? And then he just
I
said,
didn't understand what was happening. I had to try so hard to keep it together.
oh, it's a clip.
I had to try so hard because I thought it came back. And I thought Joshua just fucking had a stroke or something.
Oh.
So I was like, what? And then I
Oh,
realised.
this podcast is just us losing his shit to some old clips now. That's what it's become.
Oh, dear.
It's like how very little I cared about you stubbing your toe and then getting it stood on. And it's like, James, made for kids but collected by heroes.
Yeah, it was like it really annoyed
let's
you
get
that
on
Thomas
with it.
had took the attention.
Oh, PC 300 for James.
Excuse me, what was that? Did someone sneeze? Someone sneeze out a memory.
Oh, God. Should we sneeze out another memory? Because I'm dying. I need another memory. I don't even know what this is. Oh, who is Ed Beach? Oh, God, this is classic.
No.
PC 300 for James is a game designer whose most notable franchise is Civilization.
Who am I giving you the name of?
A game designer whose most notable franchise is Civilization.
Who is Ed Breach or Beach?
Oh.
I have no idea who that is. Is incorrect.
Neither do I.
I have no idea then.
Who is Sid Meier's?
It is indeed. Who is Sid Meier's?
I don't know where I got Ed
James,
Breach
I have
from.
no idea.
Who's Ed
I
Breach?
said Beach.
Where
Did I
that
say
come
Beach or
from?
Breach? I don't even know.
You said Breach. You said
You said
Breach or
Breach.
Beach. That was in your answer. You gave both.
He's my friend.
You either have some seriously backed up knowledge from something, or
Or you just fucking went out on
I've seen that name
fucking
somewhere to
whim
do with
and
civilization.
made up a name. I'm gonna
Maybe
can I
you
Google
have.
Ed Breach before we go.
go for it. Google a
Breach.
breach now. Joshua got the points on that, so
Ed B. I typed in Ed B. and he's a video game designer.
Attendances. Ed
right.
Ed B. Civilization.
Did he have anything to do with?
Civilization.
I don't give a shit. It's not the right answer.
I don't know where you're getting that from, but go on. It's my pick now.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. Joshua, is your pick. Do you know what's brilliant about that is the way that James is like, see, look, I've Googled it, but he was on Steve. And I'm like, I don't care, he's not the right answer. And he just went, okay.
I trust your knowledge.
The correct guy's name is in the title of it, isn't it? Most of the
Yeah,
time.
that was the point. That was the point of the question. It's not that hard because Sid Meier's name is in the name of the game.
How? Civilization. Sid.
James,
What?
are you seriously asking for a punch? All these years, and you still want to be punched in the face, don't you?
Yeah, you still not done
You
it.
still want to
And I've pushed the bar.
You pushed the bar.
The boundary. The anus vessels.
I'm moving on.
Hello, everyone. I'm part of a podcast. Does anyone want to be part of it?
No, tell me recording the podcast right now live. In fact, actually, no, I need to introduce that one because I've just realised what it is. This is when James, before the episode, decided to try and
this is
wrangle
actually
loads
you.
of guests up
Yeah,
from
yeah.
So confused. It's so weird. Is this real, Thomas, or is this one from my memory?
This
Have
is
you
real. I just
pre-planned this
realised.
conversation?
It just cut off
really
and
well.
just started. It was weird.
Yeah, James before an episode one time tried to get random people from FIFA to join the podcast. So that's what this is.
Hello, everyone. I'm part of a podcast. Does anyone want to be part of it?
No, tell me recording the podcast right now live.
Oh, I'm recording the podcast right now live. Someone just went, oh dear.
Say, whoever said that. Did you say that so that they could hear you?
Yeah. I'm
Like,
recording
don't
a
mute
podcast.
yourself.
Do you want to be part of it? Hello?
Are they responding?
Well, no, not anymore, but they're not even passing me the fucking ball. Pass me the ball.
Pass them the
He's
ball,
passing
I'm
the ball. I'm
recording a
gonna
podcast.
Oh, it went way over.
Right.
there.
I'm going to do the intro music then.
Okay.
That was the weirdest little okay I've ever heard.
I think I just perfectly reenacted it, though.
I think you
You
did.
You did a really good
It
impression.
sounds like
of it.
someone's punching you in throat as you say it okay.
That sounds like something else, but...
It sounds like something else. This next clip is just called Names, and I'm trying to remember what it is. I'm just going to look at the notes now and see if I can work it out.
Is it when we can't say people's names?
Oh, it's
correctly?
where I can't say anyone's names. Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of these. These are fun. Geralt has been cast. So we already knew Netflix were doing a live action series for The Witcher, but now we finally have the casting revealed in Henry. I can never remember if it's Cavill or Carville. I think it's Cavill, but
Cavill sounds right.
no, it's Cavill.
Cavill.
It's
think it's
Cavill,
Cavill.
Joshua. It's not.
No, because
Cavill.
that'd have an E on the end.
Google it. I can't remember who we
I don't know
settled
who
on.
I said before, but I'm going to now say Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves to play Geralt. Are you
Yeah.
fucking...
Why not?
Because it just doesn't fit. No, dude. No. That's just
No,
that is
I
Keanu
think I
Reeves.
had a decent... We were saying...
Come to me, Jennifer. Come to me. That's what Keanu Reeves would sound like playing Geralt.
Sounds more like Rocky. Sylvester
That's
Stallone.
what
What's his
Keanu
face
Reeves
on
sounds
Lord of the
like most of the
Rings?
time. No.
Who plays the
Lord of
chief?
Rings.
I don't even know who you're on
That's what I'm
about.
saying that now.
Casino Royale. The chief.
Oh,
Lashif.
Mortensen.
Guy that bleeds from his eye.
You're on about Mortensen.
I don't know
Is
his
it
name.
Mortensen? Oh,
I'll
God.
Google.
Oh, give me a second.
Mickelson.
Mickelson, that's it. That's what I meant. I don't know
Mads
what I said.
Mikkelsen.
Mortensen. I can't remember, but that's what I meant. He's also Hannibal, actually.
Henry Cavill.
Cavill. There you go.
Cavill.
Well, he's English, so we should be able to say it best. Cavill. We'll say Cavill.
Cavill.
Carville.
He's done other things, but I've not really seen him in much other than Superman. So I can't really comment.
Casino
on...
Royale.
That's not the same person.
Yes, it is. Oh, wait, who are we on about?
Oh my God, you fucking...
Henry
Cavill.
Cavill.
Say it properly so people
It's 'cause
understand what
I
the fuck we're talking about.
It's because I want the chief to be him, so I automatically assume it is
It's
him.
not even Le Chief, it's Le Chef.
It's Lashif.
It's Le Chef, it's got an R in it.
Does it?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
French.
All right.
exactly.
Le Chief.
Le Chef.
The chief.
All right. Stop
It's not Le
mentioning him now.
Chief.
He's already.
The chief.
Just
Say it again
stop.
and I will physically make my way to Penrith and punch you in the face.
What, right now?
Don't test me.
Can we do it live on air?
Can somebody French please text in and...
Text.
Fucking hell. Text in a correctly pronounced Le Chef. Le Chef. What
Joshua,
about...
I think if I keep going, I might actually break him. He's very close.
It basically means the number. That's why he's called that. That's all I know about it. That's my only... I swear to God. Podcast over. Done.
There you go. Shifra.
I broke him. I did it. I did it. You say Shiva?
I'm trying to get a
Play it.
pronunciation again. You've ruined this now, James. Hold on. Forever. That's it.
He's still listening. Don't worry. He's there.
You've ruined this though now, James. You're in serious shit.
We'll just get Lashif to come in and replace him.
Shut up.
Believe it from the eye.
Shut up.
It is Lashif, though.
It's Le Chiffre. It's Chiffre.
Oh, that's Google, though.
No, that is me Googling
Google,
James Bond
though.
Casino Royale Le, and it comes up with Chiffre, which is what I just put into Google.
Right, I'm going to get a
now.
clip of him saying his name. I need YouTube. YouTube, please. Oh, shit, that's not YouTube.
This is how you say it.
Chiffre.
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 No.
Right. Has he gone? Has James
Hi.
left? Have I managed to go away long enough for James to leave? No, I haven't. I just heard his voice.
Hi. Hi again. Hi.
So what have you done with your time?
I've used my e-cig.
Well, I
without
took some
muting
time
myself.
away from you.
I normally mute myself.
You've done what?
I've used my e-cig without muting myself. I felt like there were no rules when you went, so I did
Oh
this.
my god.
I think I was right in
right
that.
there.
I think in the
I
middle
lost
of
my
that,
voice from laughing during that. Ah!
I think halfway through I said the correct pronunciation and no one fucking listened.
But it's Lashif, isn't it?
Oh, I don't.
Lashif.
Lashif.
Oh, sorry, I thought there were no rules, so I just used my
Lashif.
e-cig.
You did it again. I've just realised what's going on here. This episode's so confusing.
My head hurts because I can't realise. I don't even know what words I know. I can't understand who's real and who's not.
James, they're all real. It's just some are from the past.
That's the scary.
Oh, what's this one? The next clip on the list is, oh god, cold never bothered me anyway.
Yeah.
It done.
Oh, the birth of that joke.
I would have been right.
Technically, you wouldn't, because the answers are the answers. But anyway, in that, Joshua now has a frozen victory. So, what would be so funny is if instead of pressing this, I'd have actually pressed something like, let it go, because it's a frozen victory. I've only just thought of that
I think
now.
you might need rights to that, though, Thomas, to play that on here.
Well, no, I'll just sing it myself.
Yeah, we'll just.
I'll just get a recording of me doing karaoke to it and press play. Let it go, let it go. I don't know anything other than that bit. It's like, here I stand. Is that? The cold
Yeah,
never
right.
bothered me anyway.
That's a bit.
I've watched this
definitely a
film.
bit.
I've watched this film once with my niece Lucy, and that is it.
I've watched
and
it
it was-
many more times than that with
Yeah, I
my daughter
know.
Lucy, and I don't
Because-
know the words to it.
I know those bits because of Lucy, because I watched it once with her. It was that phase where she was utterly obsessed with it. As I'm sure you will remember well, Joshua.
It's still in a USB
Anyway.
on a USB stick in the back of my TV for emergencies. Like
Just in
the
case.
internet's not working and there's no Netflix. Frozen's going
Let's
on.
watch Frozen.
Do you want to
Um,
build a snowman?
That's another song.
That's
from
another
it.
one. Well
I could
done,
do that
James.
with all
That's
my
another
Frozen
one.
points.
Joshua stays on 8 because even though he's won his points are Frozen, but he now has 2 Frozen points. So
Cold
technically,
never bothered me
Joshua
anyway.
could be Joshua could be safe if he does his outstanding forfeit. Anyway, Joshua
move on.
could potentially save himself from this year's forfeit if he does his current forfeit, because he will
Cold never
unfreeze
bothered
his
me anyway.
Frozen 2 points. Oh, the birth of that.
The one
And the
one
birth
thing-
of me realising that every time I try and segue away from anything, I go, anyway. Just the turn of the song. Anyway.
Cold never bothered me anyway. It doesn't anymore.
The
at
one thing
all.
I found funny is that
Go on.
Thomas, your niece Lucy, and Joshua, your daughter Lucy, sounded like they weren't the same person for a couple of moments until the stories came together. I don't think you had the same as my niece Lucy.
You had to actually think.
But
You had to actually think about that for a second if you're an outsider. One minute.
I have a niece called Lucy.
his
Josh is like,
niece-
oh, coincidence. I have a daughter called Lucy too.
His niece, his daughter. It's his kid and it's their uncle's got it.
How many times has Joshua just said his niece in like the space of 30 seconds? He's like, his niece, his niece, his niece. It started to sound like his knees. Like his knees are fucked. His knees are just dead.
my leg.
Oh god.
I used to be an adventurer too.
Until I took a Lucy to the knee.
Oh god.
They call never bothered me anyway.
Quality podcasting content right here. Just us making random jokes that nobody's gonna get.
Off the script,
Ever.
bitches.
Oh.
There is
Speaking
no
of random
script.
jokes,
There's never
off
been a
script.
script.
Speaking of random jokes off script, do you want to hear us making potato puddings? Because I found that funny, so I put it in.
Potato puns are brilliant. Go.
Throw the fries up.
My game this week is called Hot Potato Remastered. See what I did there?
As clever as a pun that is, I'm already furious.
I know. I'm already hoping.
You've only
that-
said the name of it, and I'm infuriated.
I'm already hoping that I've not made a hash out of this.
Oh my god, you are on fire.
Shit.
Oh god.
Right.
Oh dear.
If you fuck this up, I'm going to skin you alive. You will fry.
Just don't
If you fuck this
overboil
up.
him.
You've not used any of mine yet. That's good. One potato is going to get passed back and forth between you by you getting
Literally,
questions,
it's gonna
right?
take a while.
Yeah, it's going to be a long game. This has been going on for months.
First
That
class.
potato's gonna be black by the time it gets to end.
I think there were more than that.
There
but
were
then the other
more.
ones
There were
are
more
fine.
There
during
must
the
have been.
game.
Because you got to have your
Must have been
jacket on and stuff. You can't just...
Oh, yeah. Get your jacket. Yeah, I remember that. That was good stuff. Top quality podcasting content once more.
I'm very quickly going to find my document with them all in.
With them all in.
What, you actually wrote them down?
I had
So,
to remember
hold on.
them.
Hold on, your brain can't function enough to relate potato and hash
Of
together.
course it is. It's just easier for me to actually write them down and not forget them.
Oh, dear.
That's all.
Next clip, Thomas.
Next clip. Well, it's funny you mention this because the next two clips are both Joshua having a stroke. So, let's do it.
What kind of stroke?
Well.
Thomas, you're going
Oh,
now, and I'm
Joshua!
gonna read it
It's
out.
that one! It's the one where you said Thomas. I want to know where you said Thomas. It's that one. I'm having a stroke now. I'll go back to the clip.
I'm so confused.
Thomas, you're go now, and I'm going to read it out. You can stop me if you want. Is a series of first-person shooter video games developed by Free Radical Design. The
Sorry.
title suggests each game features time-traveling elements.
When you just go, it's like, is Joshua having a stroke.
Lift both your arms
When we're on
above your head.
episode, like,
What
when
is
we're on
it?
episode 780, and I'm actually having a stroke, but I'm doing this game when I'm that
Remember,
old
yeah,
as well.
nobody's gonna
It's
know.
me actually having a stroke.
What is it that you do? I forgot how you check if someone's having a stroke.
You gotta lift both
Is it-
arms above your head.
Well, when
No, there's an anagram thing in there where it's got letters. It's like face or something. No, face is one of them. Fast.
Yeah,
Face.
Arms.
Arm.
Speech.
Speech.
And
Telephone someone quick.
teleport.
Anyway,
are they phasing in and out rather quickly from location to location? They're having a stroke.
teleport. I was going to say isn't phasing a P, but I see what you're doing there. There's another one. Hang on, I'm just going to go straight into the next one.
Are we at next person now? Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Yeah, unless anyone else
Craig
has
Mitchell,
anything
his gaming resolution for 2019 is 4K. That's it.
There's always one. We had it last year.
Number that there'll ever be.
I've
We
not
had
got
it year
4K.
before.
What,
What, Joshua?
I've not got a 4K system.
What?
He's not talking about you, though, is he?
No.
He's talking about himself.
You said there's always one. Technically, there's two, so I've not got 4K either.
Oh my god.
I
Next
don't
one.
understand
I don't understand why there's only one then. Why is there only one?
Joke. Next one.
I said there's always one, as in there's always one person that makes that joke about resolutions at New Year's.
Oh,
I don't have 4K.
resolution. Got it. Right.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It took me a while.
Are you having another stroke?
I think
he
I might
is.
be. I think I might be having my third one.
What? Your third one today?
Third one since recording.
Masturbation.
My god, the blisters.
Just move
I've got a
on.
special
See what I
glove.
did there?
Hey!
David Moo Faria. We've got Dan Smith next. Mostly, I've been playing Pokemon Let's Go and imparting my knowledge to the crotch fruit by shouting at him, for fuck's sake, go this way. I don't understand that comment.
You don't understand that comment?
No, I don't understand that comment at all.
The fruit of his loin.
Okay, then.
His child.
Right, I see. So he's been instructing a child how to play Pokemon.
His son has been playing Let's Go, and it's been frustrating him because his son's clearly not very good at Let's Go.
I can understand that.
So he's been saying, for fuck's sake, go this way.
Now I understand that
Dan,
comment.
if it helps, I know your fucking struggle. Now, Joshua, continue reading the sentence.
I don't want to go that way. Other than that, I played Pokemon Let's Go to Bed Wife, where I tickled her Jigglypuffs and she played with my Weedle. Then I played with her Clefairy until I made her Squirtle and a bit of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Can I just say, Dan Smith is my favourite person so far.
That is very good wordplay. I'm assuming Jigglypuffs are breasts, and the Clefairy is something else.
Tickled
Yeah, it's a
and
fairy.
Jigglypuffs while she played with my Weedle.
I do like that. I then played with her Clefairy until I made her Squirtle, though, as well. That's very good wordplay. And then just the end signing off of and a bit of Red Dead Redemption 2 too.
He missed a good one, though. He could have Nidoran'd her Clefairy.
He could have done a bit with a Diglett as well.
Oh,
Don't even get
hey, if he
started
invites
on
friends
it.
round, he could get a Doug Trio.
Oh, God, we gotta stop. I'm moving us on. Hi, Paul.
Just a cheeky eyeball at the end.
I genuinely just don't get written down jokes. I can't understand it. I just don't.
So let's just hold on. We've gone from you writing down your own jokes so you don't forget them to you not understanding written down
Exactly.
jokes.
Well, I'm about to read one of the only one that I can find, one of the remastered jokes, which is who's going to get roasted and who's going to get turned into a smiley face. And I think that
Yes, I remember that one.
because that
You
was
did
just
say
that was just after my instructions because someone's going to win and
God.
someone's going to lose, and you know. But that's the only one I can find for some reason. I had a separate document, and
It's
apparently I
actually
didn't save
scary
it
sometimes. Oh dear.
Yeah, I just genuinely don't get jokes, so I'm not very good at the incoming when people send a joke in.
We've had some good incomings. We've only got like literally one clip left, and it goes into an outro. So I'm going to use it as an outro for this week. So yeah,
Are we going to say bye from the past then?
This is going to be really
we're
weird.
going to kind of say bye from the past. It's going to be weird, but I was just going to take a minute to basically again say thanks to everyone who's obviously been with us for the last 3 years. It's been a fun ride up to now.
It has.
we've had a number of you on as Patreons for Mastermind, and obviously some of you that either haven't been on Mastermind or had already done it before last year. So there's plenty of stuff there, but I was just going to basically say thank you to the following people who have been Patreons for us the time that we've been doing the podcast. So I'm just going to literally go down this list in what I think is alphabetical order of what they're listed. But so there's Craig Mitchell. I see they're not alphabetical because this is Cybercore Death, which is not a real person's name. So that's Steve Frodsham. There's Damien Deeks, Glenn Green, Baby G Green 93.
Gandalf the Green.
Obviously Kate. Gandalf the Green. There's Kate. Lee Holmes, Jerry Narco, Lindsay Stoddart, Matt Clark, Neil Tiffany Jackson, David Moo, Underground Faria, Steve Baker, Torren, Will Hodkin, Narwolf. Hang on. Yeah, there's another one. I forgot it. Deja and Tender Will.
Just Will.
Thanks. Will Hodkin. And Dan Smith as well. They've all been sort of patrons over the last year or more. So that is appreciated. And they've all been on at some point.
If you want your name mentioned, give us your fucking money.
Wow.
Wow.
Selfless. Oh, brilliant. Savage. Thanks as well to people who have obviously been on for us, like Ross Miller from Party Chat Podcast when he came on and guested and stuff like that. There's obviously Chris Evans, Brett Allen, Phil Austin, Stu Greenwood. Who else has been on for specials?
Oh,
Matt's been on for a special as well as a Patreon. Matt
I can't remember her name. This is so bad. The one that loved RuneScape, the girl. I can't remember her name.
From Party Chat.
Karina, that's it, Karina. She loved RuneScape.
Yeah, but that weren't this year, were it? Were it this year?
Can't remember, but she loved RuneScape.
Yeah.
So that works.
That's it, Jim.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, yeah, that's just thanks to everyone, and obviously thanks to everyone that listens, even if you don't
give us your money,
even if you're not like the contributor, as in giving us your money as Jim puts it. You're still listening and being here every week, so it's cool as fuck.
Yeah, legit though.
If you want to stay involved with us and all that shiz, then you can do so by following that_king_thing on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook by searching for That King Thing. And we are online at thatkingthing.com, where you can get links to everything like Discord, Patreon, YouTube, and whatever else. So yeah, that's all good. And I guess just the last clip and say thanks, everybody.
Ciao.
We love you.
That was just that was
weird.
This person disagreed with me, as you would expect they would.
Yeah.
Didn't like my point, and then decided to respond the only way they knew how, by leaving us a negative review, because I said, stop leaving negative reviews like a sado. We got a negative review, everyone. It's the first one I've ever had, actually.
Really?
Or at least to this degree. So we got a 1-star review on iTunes, and it reads as follows. Meh. Poorly informed and bottom of the barrel humour, full stop. Avoid, full stop. And I've decided, after kind of bringing this to our listener base's attention and seeing the attention that it actually got after I posted it, James, you've reacted with an angry face. I didn't even know that until just now.
Made me mad.
If you want to be a Patreon, go to patreon.com/thatkingthing.
And
if you want to join our Discord, you can go to thatkingthing.com and there's a link.
And
I forgot everything.
If you want to leave us negative
Discord,
reviews,
you're going to have to go to your app store.
Yeah, if you'd like to leave
download
us a negative review on iTunes, feel free to do so. We will put it on the back of a T-shirt and brand it for life.
Oh, and to the person that left the negative review, if you're looking for a comeback, scrape it off your mother's teeth.
And speaking of reviews, to be fair, if you enjoy our poorly informed and bottom of the barrel humour, please feel free to let us know on Facebook reviews or iTunes reviews or anywhere else you can review us.
We would just like to also add the barrel is pretty full of humour. Welcome to 2019, everyone. It's going to be an eventful year.
I'm just going to outro that shit. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
How on earth do we record for over 100 minutes and manage to talk about absolutely nothing?
I like how we all had something to try and add to the end then.
I've decided for this year my goal is to try and put Joshua into the partial coma that I put him in when I said Street Fight Terminator.
Street Fighter.
I can recover from that.
I think James's goal should be to finish We Happy Few.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, I hope people listen to the end for that one. That was good.
This podcast is part of Britpod Scene, an independent network of uniquely British podcasts that's always growing. Check out BritpodScene.com or BritpodScene on Twitter to find out more.
So, James, have you finished We Happy Few yet?
Fuck off.
I love how that's like after the after.